Imagine this, you're at your dream job interview with United Airlines, and you're absolutely sure that you would be the best fit for this job. But in the midst of all of this, you forget something that could cost you the job.
I'm crying because I forgot my fucking passport, and they're talking about, oh, you can't apply for another year. I'm not applying in a year, bitch. I'm gonna be at another airline. Thanks.
As you can see, things fell apart quite quickly here. Now, many would say that a lot of people forgetting something that is required for their job interview is an honest mistake. Now, we all have been in situations where we have felt trials and tribulations in life, but sometimes it's not what you've been through, it's what you do after. Forgetting the passport may have already been bad enough in itself. Instead of just taking the L and moving on, she ends up going viral, consistently tagging United Airlines in her meltdown on social media. Because now there's more of a conversation about social media presence and how this affects future employment, especially in an industry that values professionalism.
Like, damn, hear my side first. Like, get the full picture. Get the full picture.
Okay, she's right. Let's hear what she has to say.
It was brought to my attention via email that United Airlines saw my post. They decided to say that I won't be eligible for rehire, even though I stated in the email that I wouldn't be applying again because of my experience. However, I do feel as though the email was intentionalized to be kind of like a retaliation bully type of situation. And I don't appreciate that. As an airline, you're not going to bully me. I did get all those little comments saying you should delete this. Airlines don't play about their social media policy, bada bing, bada boom. However, I'm not a part of the airline. I was just a part of the interview process. So I'm allowed to say how I felt during the experience. I'm allowed to cry. I'm allowed to feel how I feel because every person that I talked to about this situation, they said I would have cried, which I did. And I explained exactly how I felt in that moment. And I'm allowed to have that. I'm allowed to be a human. But what throws me off is the fact that they're personally emailing me, sending me a screenshot of my face as if I don't know what I posted on this app. I know how I feel. You're not going to be, I can't be intimidated by United Airlines. I'm not scared of you. I know you guys want me to back down and say, hey, take my losses in stride, which I am. However, I still want people to know to bring your passport to your interviews. Like, I forgot mine because, guys, I'm working a double today. Like, I work really, really hard. Also, they don't know, but I visited my sick grandfather before I came to that interview, which is why I was all over the place. I even had to grab my passport from my sister's house. Like, it was actually a big mess. So for them to try to intimidate me with this email, which I will be sending screenshots, it wasn't even an intimidation email. It was more so like it felt retaliation because they're telling me that they won't hire me because of a social media post I made. But I already stated that I wouldn't be applying again in the social media post, so I really didn't even need to get that email. They also said, well, we told you 12 months, but now we're not. That's a retaliation tactic, and I don't appreciate that. And it's just really disheartening as, United Airlines. I'm not intimidated. I'm not scared. I know a lot of people are, but that was just my experience. That's how I felt. Oh, and I'm going to be posting the screenshots.
Oh, no. Lord have mercy. Before we get to the screenshots, one of the things that stood out to me here was the fact that she says she doesn't work for United Airlines. And while that is true, if you are applying for the job at United Airlines and this is the company that you want to pay you, I think, you got to be on your P's and Q's up until that time. And even when you get the job, because you are representing the company and this was not how they want it to be represented. But if you are applying for a job or you are talking about your current employer, and these are the people that y'all want money from, this is not your business. Y'all are representing them. So if y'all get on the internet bashing these companies and your video ends up going viral in the industry that you want to go work in, and these other companies see, hey, this girl just recently went viral at United Airlines, they might not even hire you. So you got to think about this sort of stuff. I know y'all want to talk and say how you feel, but all this cursing, like she was cussing, she has other videos up where she was cussing up a storm. A lot of the people online are so loud in the comments encouraging other people to crash out. I know social media is new to a lot of like the Gen Z and the younger people in the workforce, but they don't even understand, in my opinion, the gravity of talking mess about these employers, and they can see y'all. The minute that you start talking bad about the people that are paying you, the minute that you get the boot, and the minute that you aren't even let in the door, and other people see it like that too, because y'all don't even get it because it ain't your business. You wouldn't hire somebody as a business owner who is online trashing another business because you might be next. You're going to be next. So why would I do that? Common sense. Some of y'all just want to say how you feel and think that everybody just must listen. Yeah, we're listening to you. You went viral. Cool. That's like fine and dandy. I see nothing wrong with saying your piece, but if you're going to say your piece and you need the job, which one is more important to you? And that's what y'all don't want to talk about. Y'all want to get online saying, oh, I'm just saying how I feel. What's wrong with saying how I feel? The problem is y'all are the people who need the job. And you think because we got freedom of speech, and you do, that everybody's going to put up with that, and they're not. They're not. And the people online that want all this liberation and let's say like we should be able to say how we feel and feelings, those people are there to watch the train wreck. They want you to be a good fit for their business, and whatever that looks like, if you're not, you ain't coming. So the screenshot for United Airlines says, after you came to your in-person interview without your required passport, at that time, you were informed that you would need to reapply in 12 months. After your interview, you posted several videos on TikTok, girl, they seen you, that we consider to be unprofessional and inappropriate. Based on the behavior displayed by you, we don't feel your personal brand is a good fit at United.
Also, someone said freedom of speech isn't freedom of consequences.
True.
That's so different. That's like what you use when someone's being like blandly racist.
How did we get here? Somebody help me out. What does racism have to do with this? What does racism have to do with the fact that she was being unprofessional, bashing these people? She was tagging United. She was tagging United Airlines in her posts for days, and now it's racism. Okay, all right.
In this case, that's not the same thing. Obviously, I was full of emotion. I was going through the works, and I didn't have good news. And my social media presence is me. It's only my black self, Akila Benzan. So, and it's even my name. So when they say they're not going to hire me because of my personal brand, that means they're not going to hire me because I'm a black woman with a black platform. And that's discriminatory at the end of the day. You can't say, hey, I'm going to not give you employment because of your personal brand when your personal brand is you.
What?
That's discriminatory because I'm a black woman.
Y'all, I actually don't believe what I'm hearing. Is this real? This could have been a person who looked any sort of way. The actions of what was displayed is why she wasn't qualified for this job and not a good fit for their business. If anybody of any other color would have acted the way she acted, they would have got the same treatment, because this is not a good representation of their brand. Like, where are we going with all of this race card stuff? But y'all don't want to be honest. Everything got to be as a black woman. Me as a black woman. Like, what? This has nothing to do with that. This is everything to do with how this lady was acting. And she just so happened to be black. So now it's because you're black? All right.
Basically saying you can't hire me because I'm a black woman. That's essentially what this issue has come to.
That's not.
Point, which is crazy.
This is lies.
For those of you saying you're going to be blacklisted, you're not going to be able to work in the airline
or
the airline industry. Mm-hmm. That's my point about retaliation. I never even got the chance to do the interview. So how does any other airline know what I'm capable of?
They see you. Do y'all really think that y'all can get online, go viral, and ain't nobody supposed to know who you are? Especially in the airline industry, you got your real name up, and you done put your real name behind all of this craziness that you're doing online. This is what I was saying in one of my videos, and y'all tried to eat me up, and y'all are a bunch of enablers. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Online, cussing up a storm, filthy mouth, and think that this is not going to affect your employment whatsoever, because no, it's the economy. Everybody's struggling. And before y'all try to do this same dumb stuff y'all did last time, I'm talking about a specific type of person here before everybody say, oh, the job market is horrible. It is. And two things can be true at the same time. The job market can be absolutely trash, and you can do stuff like this if you have a social media presence, because at one point she didn't go viral. Do y'all get that? You have to do something to go viral, and then you get all the eyes. Before that, this young lady could have probably seen my video where I was just saying, don't be in these videos cussing and doing all this and that, saying the B word while you are looking for a job, because you are making it harder to get the job that you want. And then you will be the same person on TikTok saying, oh, the job market is so hard. But you see the situation this young lady put herself in. She was not in this situation months ago, and that's why I be saying what I'm saying. Go fight with somebody else that ain't got no common sense. Because trying to tell some of y'all something, y'all like to point out all the other things. Well, what about my situation? This young lady is in this situation because of social media presence. We're not talking about you right now. I'm talking about the people who are going to do exactly what she did right here before they do it. We're talking about all of these young people who think y'all can pick up a camera while you're in a job search in a struggling economy and then be confused when you keep going viral for saying crazy stuff why you ain't getting no job over your peers. Y'all will be the same one saying, I'm qualified, I got degrees. I'm an educated woman. Nobody cares. It's not just your qualifications when you're looking for a job. You got to be a good fit for the team. And a lot of y'all attitudes ain't gonna cut it. Not for a business. You could be a business owner. Cool. Do what you want. Say what you want. But y'all aren't finna do that. You begging another company to hire you with your nasty attitude. Y'all need to watch what type of people y'all getting behind online. Because this sort of person right here, if y'all rallying behind this person and saying, she should be able to say what she wants. Yeah, liberation. We should be able to speak our minds. Y'all are going to be jobless with that attitude. Because these companies don't care. I don't know why y'all think they care.
Oh, just because United said, hey, blacklist her, she has a following. That's retaliation. That's targeting me. That's targeting my personal brand, which is Black woman in corporate America.
This is not retaliation. This is called being disqualified. They said that she could come back before she went viral. Do y'all understand that? It was only after that they seen that she went viral that they said they were no longer interested in even taking her as a considered candidate because she went viral. So she went from having a chance to having no chance after they seen her go viral. Context matters. It wasn't just, oh, you're like, oh, they're harassing me, sending me 2 emails. They sent 2 emails. The first time to let you know where you stood with the company that you could reapply. And then later to tell you, we don't want you no more because you done did too much. But when did that become harassment? That's giving you an update. Because I would have did the same thing. Like, hey, I know what I said, but I don't want you no more. What's wrong with that? That's harassment. That's retaliation because you disqualify yourself because you went online doing all this. Like I said, watch your mouths if you want these jobs to hire you. I don't care what you feel. Y'all need to go talk to a friend. Y'all need to go talk to your mom, your dad, your grandma, your dog. I don't care. Talk to somebody that's not on the internet. Stop going on these posts, going viral, and then being like, oh, I don't know why they sent me the email. It's retaliation because I'm a Black woman. It's not. It's not.
Young corporate American. Like, who cares?
I'm so tired
at this point, because if they all act like United, that's not a good look. Go ahead, try to blacklist me.
Then you asking for it. Now you're asking for the very treatment that you really don't want. You don't want to be blacklisted, so why are you poking the bear? What is this? Do you want a job or not?
Ever, y'all. Like, the fact that y'all bullying me as a United Airlines is crazy. I even have the video down. I just put it back up yesterday because of that disgusting email that I received. But the fact that y'all are saying, oh, well, you know, your digital footprint or whatever. Yeah, duh. I know. I can see the insights. I can see the shares. Like, do y'all think I'm new to this? Like,
girl.
I'm like, obviously I don't give a fuck. It's so clear that I'm indifferent about it, and y'all are worried about me deterring my chances as a flight attendant. Y'all need to worry about bringing y'all passport to them interviews.
Girl, you should have left the video down. Taking the video down would have at least shown that you cared about your reputation, but clearly you don't care because you just said you don't give a F. You don't give a F, blah, 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 blah. Like, oh, they gonna treat me like this, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a F. That's what's wrong with some of y'all. You still want a job and you want to get online and say, I don't care, I don't care. Yeah, you do. You need a job. Like, which one is it? Pick a side. You could turn this around still. It's not too late. Like, you could just say, hey, I was tripping. I was going through some stuff. I realized my mistakes. But a lot of y'all are so prideful and you just want to be right so bad. And you want to be loud and, oh, I'm standing on business. However y'all, like, whatever. And this is how, again, your competition outdoes you. And she and other people like her that are posting videos where they're cussing up a storm, attacking the employers, attacking their past employers, attacking their possible future employers, are putting themselves number 2 to the candidate that is not doing any of this. And you won't even take it down for your future employer. So you just don't care if they see it. All right, got it.
So I know you guys think that I should take my post down regarding United.
Yeah. Why is she slurping like that? Oh, gosh.
But This kind of fish.
Why y'all be getting online with your mouth full, talking in the videos? Like, I don't like, we see all the food in your mouth, smacking with your mouth wide open. Like, we want to see your food like it's cute. That is so annoying. Do they be doing that on purpose? Because I notice a lot of people just be, yeah. And so, what is that? I'm just curious. Or is that how they be eating?
If my mistake says I can't ever work for an airline, which I doubt it, that mistake, somebody's gonna see it and they're gonna remember to bring their fucking passport.
Girl, let me tell you guys something that a lot of y'all may not consider. If I am competing for a job to be a flight attendant and somebody else may forget their passport, maybe because they didn't read the email, they got the same information I got and they just so happen to not bring the required documents, do you think me, as the person competing against you, is going to care if you forgot your stuff because you didn't read or you were in a rush or you had life going on? No, your competition is ready. Your competition is going to get the job over you. You keeping this video up ain't doing nothing for you. In my opinion, this is hurting her way more than it's helping the next person because it is their personal responsibility to read what is a required document for the job if they want the job. If I am this lady here looking for a job and this video is hindering me, why would I keep it up? I don't know these people that I'm out here putting out this information saying, bring your effing passport, and here she is cussing up a storm again. Your competition hopes you don't have what you need. And if I'm competing for the job with you, I hope you don't bring your document too. I hope you left something at home. I hope that you running late. I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying it because this is how people think when they're competing against you. And you too busy saying, oh, I'm going to keep the video up to help them. You're not helping them. You're hurting yourself. If they don't read the email, that's on them. Because we're grown. Everybody is acting like we're not grown adults. And we are. And there has to be a level of accountability. Like if you forgot your stuff, like it sucks. But the person that has their stuff is going to get the job over you. That's life. Y'all aren't really ready to compete. And y'all are out here making these videos like you're, oh, I'm a martyr. I'm doing it for the people. No. And these people that you leaving this video up for so it can keep circulating and so you can keep getting your name out there don't care nothing about what happens to you next. And I hope she gets a job. Like, I don't want anybody out here struggling.
So even if American Airlines or United or Delta or whoever give me the chance or finally decides to say, hey, I know she's going to be amazing. I know she's going to be reliable.
I wouldn't hire her.
I know she's going to work her ass off.
I would believe it.
If I don't get the position, I mean, I already cried about it. What the fuck? I'm not going to keep crying about it. I already cried. It's over. It's done. But I'm not going to take that video down.
Pride.
Because of a chance
Pride.
that they're going to see it and not want to hire me.
Clout.
Passport. Will it deter my chances of working with another airline? So I can keep getting no's, but I'm going to keep applying.
You see? So would it deter my opportunities? So I'm just going to keep it up. Girl, you ain't serious. Y'all are not serious online. Y'all are not serious. Y'all are not ready to compete because this is a stain on your name. Why would you publicly have a stain on your name and be like, does it deter my opportunities? So, okay, y'all ain't serious. And my thing is like, how long can you ride out the fact that you were the girl that didn't get hired because of your passport? Like, how many videos are you going to really be able to duplicate, replicate, blah, 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 to get more clout off of this situation? Like, we know you're not going to take the video down. Do you think that these people care about your life? Because we keep seeing people go viral for doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Y'all are here today, and then next week is on to the next person that's going to do some dumb shit. They going to do some dumb shit. So, long term, it'd be better for her to take this down, but she don't want to. That's on her.
Because I'm determined.
We don't care.
I'm a determined person, and I already set my present self up for the success of a flight attendant position.
How does this set you up for success of a flight attendant position if you won't even take the video down? How do the two things make sense?
I already set my present self up for the success of a flight attendant position. I have the qualifications.
And I'm so glad that she said this statement right here. I have the qualifications. Do you know how many times I've heard people say, I have the qualifications? And so many times, this is the type of people saying it. A person that's too prideful to take a video down where they're dragging a company that they was trying to get a job from, messing up their future employment. Y'all think these companies care that you have the qualifications when it's a million other people that have the same qualifications as you not doing this? Y'all aren't ready to compete. Let's be for real. You're not ready to do anything that sets you above your peers in a positive light, but then y'all be screaming, oh, I have the qualifications. Having the qualifications doesn't mean you're the best fit for the job. See, that's the part that y'all don't get. Y'all think because y'all have all this stuff that they're asking for that there's not somebody else better than you. And there may be, especially if you're a person like this. If you're a person that has self-inflicted wounds and they're trying to pick between you and Johnny. Johnny ain't doing all the stuff you doing. So you already number two. You think just because you got qualifications, you can do what you want. You can say what you want and you should be able to talk how you want and blah, blah, and nobody should care, right? Nobody should even say nothing about it because you should be able to express your feelings. Do y'all see how crazy that is? Some of y'all are doing it to yourselves and you don't want to admit it because it's hard to admit. And you think you should be able to act and do what you want and show up how you want and say what you want. Your competition is going to get the leg up on you every time.
And I'm just going to keep trying at the end of the day, but that video going to stay up, so
in the midst of all this, this lady right here ends up going viral because she reacted to the video, and this is the viral reaction she had.
And I'm just like, girl, what other airlines? Do you really think any other airline is going to take you seriously?
Right.
After you've spent the last several days dragging United Airlines across the World Wide Web?
She's right.
All for social media attention. Also, strangers that you don't even know will be on your side.
That's a good point.
Right? And honestly, that's not even the craziest part. I was absolutely astounded to see all of the dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of women that were in the comments of her videos supporting her, telling her that United fumbled her.
Delusional.
That she dodged a bullet. That she should be able to put whatever she wants on her social media pages. And technically they're not wrong. She should be able to put whatever she wants on her social media pages, but that doesn't mean that she shouldn't have to feel the consequences of that.
Right.
Right? Like, how did we get here as a society?
They lost.
This is a widespread belief, clearly, with this like younger generation, this new generation of young people entering the workforce.
I said the same exact thing in a video weeks ago, and the people tried to drag me. The younger generation, in my opinion, will rally behind their other counterparts doing the same lackluster activities as them. Y'all are all leading each other to doom. Y'all are leading each other to nowhere land. I don't know what is it, because I said the same thing about a young man who went viral cussing up a storm about his employer, actually future employer and past employer, and they tried to eat me up saying, oh, well, this is a job market. They should be able to say how they feel. That had the same exact sort of echo chamber in his comment section of a bunch of young people who were like, yeah, we should be able to do blah, blah, blah. And yeah, tell them, make more videos like this. And y'all, these young folks was in there eating it up. I'm just looking like these are the videos that are going to get you disqualified. And if you try to tell some of these young people the truth, they're going to call you names. They're going to say, oh, you're an old head. You don't understand. No, we just know that they are watching y'all. They're watching us. And y'all don't get that y'all are competing with other people. We know that. We've been in the job market. We've been broke. Because a lot of y'all talk to people like we ain't been broke. When I made my statement, y'all don't even know. I lived in a motel that had roaches and crackheads outside. I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like to not have a nice car. I didn't get a car till I was 18. Nobody gave me a car. And then when I got a car, it was a horrible car. It wasn't nothing fancy. It was what I could get. And y'all think that a lot of people need to tell you exactly how bad it was that we struggled before y'all even give us a listening ear. And I'm not saying that all older people are right, but I'm saying a lot of the stuff that y'all are doing, we know better. We know that's not going to work well for us. It's going to work against us in a job search. You can't do this in a job search. And when people try to tell y'all get mad like we ain't never searched for no job. Like we ain't never been broke. Like we ain't never had to compete. And because we don't come from the same generation as y'all, it's like, oh, no, y'all don't get it. These are the basics. What we are talking about are basics. These are things that I would not do today if I was looking for a job. I would not get online bashing my future employer, my past employer, because word spreads and my reputation might precede me. And y'all aren't thinking ahead. You're only thinking right now and in your emotions and in your feelings.
Who seem to believe that they should be able to do whatever they want with no consequences. That they should be able to literally and figuratively show their ass on the internet. You know, attached to their government name.
Wild.
And still be able to get the jobs that they want. The corporate jobs that they want.
Corporate.
The jobs at United fucking Airlines. How did this mentality form? Is it from the parents? Like, the parents teaching their kids that they're these really special snowflakes that deserve to, have whatever they want? Is it social media teaching, these young people that the most important thing in life is to be seen and known on a social media account? Is it both?
Could be.
Like, how did we get here?
First of all, I couldn't pay attention because you look like my cousin. You look like literally one of my aunts. Number 2, reputation. Oh my God. One of the most famous motherfuckers in the world had a terrible reputation. Michael Jackson. And we still don't fucking know what the fuck is what. You're still gonna be okay at the end of the day. You could talk your shit.
No,
at the end of the day, your reputation is whatever you want it to be. We're living in a time where you could literally be the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man.
What is going on? Y'all, is she okay? When people are attacking you for what you look like, instead of just addressing what it is you said directly, I don't think she was wrong. I'm confused by what's happening too. I would like to know, but that's not what she's responding to. She's responding by telling this lady she looks like her auntie or her cousin. A lot of people, in my opinion, do not understand how to stay on topic, and they start talking about things that had nothing to do with the original conversation. And it's kind of concerning because she's not the only young person I see do this. A lot of people in my comments start going off on these rants about things that wasn't even mentioned. What about this? What about that? And this is exactly what y'all look like to people like me. What are you what does Michael Jackson have to do with this? We're talking about what you did, and you talking about the Muffin Man? And saying your reputation doesn't matter when it in fact does matter when you're looking for a job. How ironic. Are y'all all right?
The Muffin Man, bitch. Clearly, I know I made a mistake. And I wasn't blaming the airline. That's y'all problem. I said I wish there was better protocols. I didn't physically say, American Airlines, you're the reason why I forgot my passport. I never said that. Okay? I don't know where y'all coming up with this shit.
In the original post where she tags United Airlines, she says, please do better for the interview process as far as putting that you need a physical passport with you at the top of your extremely long email. I must have missed that part. I came from a small town just to be sent back and told to apply in a year, all because of my passport, when I worked so hard to even get the chance to come to the face-to-face. Honestly, to help fewer applicants, as I will not be applying again.
The reaction videos and people trying to bully me about me forgetting my passport is actually insane because I drove 12 hours to Mississippi to visit my grandfather who got his leg amputated.
Why do y'all do this? First off, I want to say that's very sad. And I do feel compassion and empathy for the fact that her grandfather had his leg amputated. At the same time, what does that have to do with you forgetting your passport and you taking full responsibility as a grown adult woman? Do you notice how a lot of people in the world can understand that it is stressful maybe that your grandfather had his legs amputated and you just went to go see him? But another thing can be true also, which is when you get to that job interview, you better be ready if you want the job. Do y'all understand that? So when y'all when y'all just throw something else out like, oh, this was something else that happened before that. Let me tell you, these jobs don't care nothing about if you caught a flat tire. They don't care nothing about if your dad was in the hospital. They don't care nothing about all these situations that occur in life. I'm just being honest with you. It's not saying that I'm lacking empathy by telling you this. I'm just telling you guys the truth. They do not care. And when you're competing for that job, you better have brought everything they said. And then the minute that you don't, what does your granddad have to do with this? And again, condolences. What does your granddad have to do with what we talking about and the mistake that you made? Because accountability could have been took in a way better way to where the online reaction probably wouldn't have been what it is. Because I could definitely see, hey, I forgot my passport. I just went to go visit my granddad and he had his legs amputated and I was really distracted. And even though all of this happened, it was a learning lesson for me. I forgot my passport. I take full responsibility. I fumbled the bag. I messed up this opportunity, but I hope that I'm able to get another opportunity by an airline. And if I'm able to get another opportunity with the airline, I will be on my P's and Q's. I will have everything ready, blah, blah, blah. But this time I made a mistake. And I have to accept that. You see how different that sounds than, oh, well, why don't y'all have protocol? What's the protocol is read the email that they sent you. Do what they told you to do. Get the documents and bring them to the thing. That's the protocol. What? I don't get what is all this protocol?
Other thing, I know to bring your passport to interviews. I simply forgot it, and I was hoping that there was a protocol because I realized I forgot it when I was at the airport already.
Girl, that's a you problem. I'm not trying to be mean, but that is definitely a her problem. Like, no matter what the situation is, these people don't care. And the sooner y'all understand that these companies do not care, whatever excuse you finna come up with, the easier it will be to navigate in this world. A lot of people are so used to people caring about their feelings and what they're going through. What if you run into somebody who legit do not care if your granddad is going through whatever he's going through or whatever you're going through? And I'm saying that because they exist. These are people who hire people. They literally don't care what you're going through. I'm not saying it's me. I'm just saying I know that they exist out there. So y'all have to operate in the world like, hey, I know, why would they care about me? They just met me. Why would they care? Some people trying to hire you on definitely will have more leeway than others, but y'all just expecting everybody to care for some reason in this economy and in this world is really weird, because they keep showing you time and time and time and time again that they don't care. Just like she's been shown here that they don't care, and she should operate like they don't care, because they don't. Most of the time when things don't go right for certain individuals, we end up getting a sob story. You don't think that a lot of these job managers and hiring managers have heard people's excuses of why they can't get something done, why they can't show up on time for their job interview? Time and time and time again, they get hit with this sort of stuff. So you are just weeding yourself out in this situation. And instead of y'all realizing that, y'all start saying stuff like, do you have protocol? Like, in case somebody forgets their job, like forgets their required documents? No, girl, bring your stuff. Or next applicant. We got to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.